Hey Star Wars fans, today we are installing a KR Flagship lightsaber. I actually got this from my good friend Tim over at the Darth Rage Reviews YouTube channel. I think he traded it for something. Maybe I printed a helmet for him. I don't remember, but I've had this flagship laying around for quite a while, and Tim happens to be sneaking up on 10,000 subscribers, and he's doing a really big giveaway for hitting 10K. And I thought, I've had this flagship laying around forever. Maybe I should install it and give it kind of like a Darth Rage makeover and donate it to him for his giveaway. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, so this is a KR Flagship. It's the aluminum one, and it's a really high polish. It almost looks like chrome. It's got such a nice finish to it, and that wasn't really the look I'm going for with this lightsaber. I wanted it to look a little more darker, a little more used, more weathered. So I decided to hit a whole bunch of different spots on it with aluminum black. And with aluminum black, you can kind of do like one method is to dunk the whole saber. It all turns black, and then you scratch off what you don't want. Another method is to put on aluminum black, and even before the chemical reaction is finished, wipe it off, and that gives you a much lighter weathering look. And I kind of did everything between. So like I would really put it on heavy, like right here I'm putting out super heavy, and then I'd scratch it all off. But in a lot of areas I would just put it on, wipe it off, put it on, wipe it off, and if it ended up being a little too much, I would get out the Scotch-Brite pad and try to scratch some of it off so it didn't look too black, just some light weathering on there. And this grip is kind of neat. This is, I guess, something I got off Etsy. This is 3D printed in TPU, which is kind of like a rubbery type texture, but it's supposed to give the effect of like a Cal Kestis kind of grip on this, which I really like. These shrouds really gave me a hard time. The anodizing on it was just so good. I tried the Scotch-Brite pad, did nothing. Tried steel wool, did nothing. So I decided to use some vinegar and some sandpaper to try to get the anodizing off of these, and that did the trick. So all I did is I just dunked my sandpaper in the vinegar and then went at them and tried to get as much scratches around the corners, around the edges, as much as I could, to make it look like, these things have been around for years. Give them a nice weathered look. But yeah, then we start to get into our install here. And I wanted to say a special thank you to Chris the Nerd Dad, and Jeremy the Saber Merchant, who kind of walked me through Profi. I'd never installed a Profi board before, and I'm really good at following instructions, but there are so many different diagrams and instructions out there on how to wire these things that I just kind of got lost and confused based on how many switches you use or if you have accent LEDs. And anyway, lots of different wiring diagrams out there, and they kind of set me straight, so appreciate you guys. But yeah, I didn't put the whole install, I didn't record the whole video of doing the install. I mean, let's face it, it's just a bunch of wires and soldering, and it's not that exciting to watch. So, but yeah, so we installed this with the Profi 2.2 28mm speaker, a stock MPXL V3 connector in here, and then we get into doing our Profi programming. And when it came to programming the Profi board, I do want to give a special thank you to Jesse, Kyberphonic, and Sebastian of Starlight Sabers. They walked me through the latest OS. The last time I had written a config was on Profi 5.7. It's been a very long time, and FET263's got all kinds of cool new tools on the website where you can build the config file and copy and paste the blade styles in, and they walked me through all of that new stuff, so thanks guys. And then yeah, we get into our final assembly. I just love the way this thing looks with these shrouds on it. It's so mean looking. And here we go. Darth Rage Saber. What do you guys think? I'm so happy with how this turned out. So for sound fonts, well, it's a giveaway saber, right? And I didn't know if whoever gets this might end up only being their only saber. So I wanted to put a good mix of sound fonts on here, both good guy and bad guy. I know it looks kind of like a dark side saber, but you could easily remove these shrouds and make it more of like a light side. But so I just put a big mix on here. We reached out to Kyberphonic and BlueMamba, who both donated the sound fonts for this saber. So thank you guys, appreciate you. But yeah, let's go ahead and go through it. Okay, this is Battle, based off the Battlefront video game by Kyberphonic, which I think is actually a free sound font on his website. Gotta have a Vader.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. Master Window!
Rey Skywalker.
This one's Scavenger's Destiny, and it has the FET 263 blade style to match, what is it? Rise of Skywalker. I love that. That spark.
The Dark Saber.
Dark Saber, and I did the Beskar version. So the clashes are Beskar. And then, oh man, of course I had to put this sound font on. So if you know me, I love Star Wars and I love Ghostbusters. And I did a sound font demo review of this sound font long time ago. You can go find it in my previous videos. But it's a Ghostbuster font called Ghost Sucker, and based off the Ghostbusters video game, and it's one of my all-time favorites. And this is the particle beam blade style from FET 263 to go with it. And the lockup is the proton pack. I just love that sound font. But yeah, so that's the Kyberphonic sound fonts on here. And then we have BlueMamba. Let's see, I think the first one is a Star Killer from his Unleashed pack. So if you find this on his Etsy store, it's a character pack of all of the characters from the Force Unleashed video games. And I went with a Star Killer, and this is the Sith Stalker version of it, I think.
Turn to the dark side. I'll outfly any Imperial pilot.
So I put his pilot's bundle on here, which is an X-Wing and a TIE Fighter. This first one is an X-Wing. Oh yeah, so I had the purple flame blade like he did in his video to kind of make it look like the thrusters coming out of the X-Wing, and then the blasters are red to match the X-Wing blasters. Which is so fun. I love that. Up next is TIE Fighter.
Try not to get in my way.
And then the blasters on this one, I tried to match the green of the TIE Fighter. 'Cause, 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 'c I love that. Those are some fun sound fonts.
Everything's gonna be alright, kid.
All right, then we got Keller and Beck. This is from Mandalorian Season 3. All right, and the Brick Saber. So this is from Star Wars Lego video game. Pretty fun with the the pips and the different things that you can get in video game. Okay, and then this one I just threw on. So I wanted to put a rainbow blade on here, and forgive me, I don't remember where this sound font actually comes from, but it's like a cat sound font or something. But rainbow blade, so. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have demoed that in this video. I probably should edit that part out. But anyway, I wanted to do something fun on there too for Rainbow Blade. And then I think we're back to Second Sister. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, that is the lightsaber I made for Darth Rage and his 10K giveaway. So hey, by the way, congrats, dude, 10K. That's huge. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out and watching. If you made it this far, hey, why don't you give me a subscription? If you're into lightsabers, if you're into 3D printing, prop making, Star Wars, you found a good channel to subscribe to. I am Elvis the Brodalorian, and I love everything Star Wars. But yeah, so again, thanks for joining me. May the Force be with you all, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.